welcome to the weekly brew here at Redefining Success with Emma and Iona. Welcome, Iona.
Welcome, Emma. Welcome, everyone. So this is a space where we share with you our journey into abundance and to grow as soul-led business. And we always start with sharing what's brewing for us this week. You want to kick us off, Emma?
Okay. Yeah, it's quite a full week. Well, we've had a milestone, and it's all about, for me, where we're at, who we are, how we're emerging, how we're doing that, what we're creating, what we're honing. It's all of that, and finding definition within that. Sometimes we want it to be super quick, and actually this is a process, because we're bringing it to you as we're experiencing it. And so we're on a journey, we're on our own process and journey. Yeah, and then sharing with you how to do that, and what's happening. And so everything takes its own time. Everything takes its own time, and we're certainly experiencing that.
Yeah, and we were both saying we'd love it to be faster, but we're sitting in a grove of willows that grow really fast. I planted these 2 years ago, yeah. So we're planning to grow as fast as the willows, but also as slow as nature.
As the oak.
Yeah, we've just planted our little oak tree today, which is symbolic of anchoring our journey, our intention to go on this journey into abundance. We've said to life, show us what it is to be truly abundant, to go down deep, to uncover who we are at our core, to bring through our soul essence, to bring through our shine, so that we can create a business that we absolutely love, that's absolutely aligned to our personalities and our soul shining through our personalities. And we know that when we do that, it's going to feel joyful, because it's going back to that childlike innocence where you just in your own essence expressing that.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is, when you create a business from it, you get paid for that too. And you become magnetic, and you become vibrant, and you can create success. You can create a life that supports you from doing what you love, and from bringing through what you truly meant to do, what you truly love. And that's what our journey is. That's what our intention is.
That is our intention, yeah. And it was really beautiful to plant the oak, a little baby sapling that had come from an acorn from an oak at Sherwood Forest. So it's very special, passed down by one of Iona's really good friends. And it feels very symbolic. And we planted it in a protective space, and we've watered it, and we did a little ceremony with it. It's for strong roots, tall shoots, and abundant fruits.
That just came through.
And that is it, I suppose, in a nutshell. Pardon the pun with the acorn, but that is it. And if we take the acorn as a symbol, I think Hillman wrote about this, that the acorn contains everything that we need or will ever need for us to grow into the fullness of who we are. And that includes all aspects of our lives. And I think we're just in a society that the systems are so tight and controlling that is just lost and almost forgotten in some areas of life. In some people's lives, it's a sort of a crazy thought to think, what is even the fullness of ourselves? And so we've done a lot of stuff, Iona and I, in our lives, and we're still on the journey of finding our full expression. We're still exploring it, and exploring it with each other, because we're doing this collaboratively and co-creatively. So holding on to that concept that we've all got everything that we need for us to be in our full expression. We're not finding anything out there. It's already within us. So how do we access it? How do we open those doors within us? And how do we let it shine and radiate out? Because it's one thing finding it, but then it's having the confidence and the self-assuredness and the trust to be able to take those steps in life and really open up to the world and bring the world who we are, all of us.
And I found that even the journey back into the self, to connect with our core essence. Who am I really? What brings me joy? What do I want to be doing? What is a business that would absolutely feed me, that would put me in my creative joy, my creative essence, what would that business look like? What would I be doing? So these are the kind of questions that we are beginning to live, beginning to ask ourselves. And I'm really comparing it to, my daughter's 18 now, Emma's daughter's similar age. And when children grow up, the question that often gets asked is, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? What career do you want to have? And it's a very mental process of them having to think, what do I want to do? It's kind of overwhelming, because that question should really be emerging from who you are. It should be a journey to discover who you are at your core. And that journey ideally should start, when we're very young, this natural encouraging of finding and discovering who you are, and then allowing it to grow, allowing it to be supported, so that you can blossom and grow and carry on doing what you love, and finding the structures, learning the structures as you get older, to put those structures around you so that you can begin to create in a way that you love, live in a way that you love, offer your gifts in a way that feels super sweet and balanced. So what I see out there is that this isn't how we're living. Most people are in jobs that they hate, that are 9 to 5, and they can't wait for the weekend or for dreading Monday. I don't want to subscribe to this as reality, not for my children, not for future children. I want to be the change, the person that changes that. With Emma, we are standing for that.
Yeah.
We're making that our mission, that we know when we come out into nature, nature is abundant. There's abundance everywhere. So much grows from the earth. So much comes through as acorn grows into an oak. And we know that that is the truth for us too. And we are on that journey to go back to that, to the earth, to the essence, and to say, show us how we get back to knowing this as our core truth as a society.
And I think when we take those steps, there is definitely, I mean, we're experiencing it. And I think we did make a brew about it a few weeks ago. There's vulnerability in that. And when I'm thinking about the little oak sapling we've planted, and it's there in a new environment for the first time, is surrounded by some ferns, but it's it's in a different environment and it's rooting itself. And in the same way, when we step out against something that feels uncomfortable, or maybe we're letting go of old patterns and so something new is emerging, there can be that sense of vulnerability. And I think there needs to be at that point radical honesty with what's actually going on. And we're discovering that with ourselves, aren't we, as we're doing this, that we're really having to strip back to discover more and more of who we are. We've got ideas, but who are we at our essence? How are we bringing it to what we're creating here? And that there's a need. Vulnerability is really needed in this process of change, which systems don't like. Systems do not like vulnerability. They want to be something that's sure, something that contains, something that controls, where it knows from A to B how one thing will get to that other destination and all the bits in between. Whereas actually nature is not like that. The acorn has its consciousness of being an acorn and that it will grow into an oak. We, all of us, in the same way, like every other thing in nature, have the essence, the deep wisdom of who we are in there. And the systems have contained that and made it seem like it's not possible. And we're saying it is possible and that abundance is possible. We're on the journey, so we're not at the end game yet. We don't know what that journey looks like. We know we want to get to a destination, and we know we're sharing it along the way and bringing you tools and information about how you can do that. But we're very much on it, and planting the oak is a symbol of we're at the beginning. We're not at the very beginning because we were a few months ago, but now we're at the little sapling stage. And
I love that. It's really symbolic that we planted a little sapling today.
And that's where we're at.
We're at.
Yeah.
And we're emerging into offering our first free gift with you. We've created a free gift into activating abundance in your life. So if you are resonating with what we're saying, if you're wanting to go on your own journey to find your own core, your own diamonds within you, and to bring that through, to be that phoenix rising with all your gifts for the world, with your light, with your beauty, then we've created a little free gift from our journey that we've planted, that we've seeded. It's a breath meditation into abundance and a journey back to your core essence with a workbook to support that. So this is an invitation. We'll put our website detail link below, and you can go over there. And when you sign up to our community, to join our community, you will be emailed those gifts from us with all our love and blessings.
Yes. So we're very much sharing what we're experiencing, which is interesting in a way, isn't it? Because it's a different way of being. We've taught things in the past, and we're doing it. It's different. So it's an emergence of who we are alongside what we're offering, and
we were speaking about how it's different.
Yeah.
And that was quite interesting, because I think a lot of stuff around business can be quite surface level. It can be, these are the strategies on how you make a successful business and how you scale your business and grow your business and launch your business and get the income in and reach six figures. For us, it begins a lot deeper. It begins by going down into your roots, coming back into your core essence. Who are you? Connecting with your soul essence. What is that soul that came into a body and wants to fully grow and express through this human form? What is that? So we are going much deeper. We are going ourselves on that journey. We have many times in other guises, but this time we are diving deep into connecting to our soul essence in terms of abundance and wealth, and being able to bring our creative gifts in a way where we know physical wealth on this earth and are abundant in all its forms, in joy, in connections, in health, in all of these areas that we can really nurture and be with every part of ourselves and know we are abundant.
And nature is in its it is abundant. There's no, it doesn't question itself about that. It doesn't have these thoughts of, am I good enough? Should I grow here? Should I do this? What if I make my branch go that way? Will the rain come? Will the sun come? It doesn't think about those sorts of things. It expresses itself fully in exactly the way that it is. And whether that's a tree that's grown in a funny shape, or whether it's a tree that's grown directly straight up towards the light, it is in its fullness, whatever shape or form it is. And we are saying, and we're saying to the universe, as we're saying to you as well, if that's the case, then that's the same for us as humans. It's just stuff's got in the way. Societies, systems, cultures, we all know what's got in the way. So what we're saying is, if we strip all that back, then, and we reconnect with nature primarily, and we go into the depths of who we are, and we excavate in those dark depths, and we find all the jewels and the gems. Wow, we're really shiny, we really sparkle, we really want to be seen. Other bits of nature want to see us, other people want to see us, societies. We want to be seen as is in our nature, like the flower wants to be seen, like the sunshine, the rain, the oceans. So how do we do that? Because in doing that, we become abundant, and money is the same. It wants to have its own expression. It wants to be seen. It wants to flow from one hand to another. It wants to bring beauty, joyful experiences. So we're on this journey for ourselves, and then to bring to you to do that. And it is a journey.
It really is.
It's not happening overnight.
Yeah, while you were talking, Emma, I got the image of a dragon.
Yeah,
and I love dragons.
Yeah, me too.
you know
Love
how
them.
dragons have this earthy energy, and they're in their cave, and often they depicted with loads of gold, loads of wealth, you know, that they kind of have. But it's like going down into your own depths and to recover your dragon power, and within that, all of that wealth, and then you emerge. The dragon becomes the phoenix as it emerges, as it comes out, as it flies out.
Okay, so in astrological mythology, it's scorpion, eagle, phoenix.
Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, so scorpion, which is what we're going to be going into, is the underworld and the death. It's the underworld energy, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And then it comes up, and that is coming up next. We're going to be doing the Phoenix Gateway.
Yes,
that's coming.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to talk about now, but,
no, but it is coming.
It's there. It's in our field.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a journey to go down deep, and to get those riches and to bring them through with not just any energy, but an emerging like that dragon, like that comes, you know, through into that great phoenix that can express in its glory, its fullest glory.
So that's the journey we're on, and we invite you to join us, and we will share what we're going through, the ups and the downs, and bring you hopefully some gold nuggets to chew on your own transformational journey into abundance.
Yes. So please like and subscribe. We would love you to join us on this journey. We want to hear your comments. We want to hear your journeys and what's unfolding for you, because we are rewriting the codes of abundance, not only for ourselves, but for everyone on the planet. And you joining us, you're doing it too. We know that we can live on an abundant planet where everyone can connect to their essence, their gifts, what they're here to do. Every single person has gifts. Every single soul song counts and is valuable. And everything we do, we send that ripple out into the world, and it changes things. And we can create a world of love and abundance.
We can.
So we'd love you to join us and be on that journey.
And on that note,
so much love for this week.
Love. Here's to redefining success.
Yes.
Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.